but it's Yohei Uchino who is going to start us off. Final 7 minutes here to determine the order of the hardware here for BMX Flatland X Games Osaka. But no matter what happens here in this final, this will be his best finish Flatland ever. 22 to 23. Determined the order of those 2 years. He'll find himself in X Games Osaka in 2025.
So far, so good.
Your entry. This will be his best finish Flatland. He is a machine. The back wheel tricks and has to toss that one away. Bring in your 22 gold medal pieces. You cut here is one. Prior X Games appearance. Gucci. We know one thing for sure, it's going to be a Japanese sweep of the podium here in Flatland.
Japan has been so strong in Flatland for so long now. Look at this. We haven't seen anything today, Jimmy.
Just killing it.
Look at him. Get that one back up. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Multiple times we've seen like aggressive like dismount like crashes from you in his runs today. It's just his style of riding, the tricks that he puts himself into.
We have this is Saki's third appearance. He's got a bronze from 2022.
So I'm watching the
2023 steps off there. So
X Games 2025 is the Flatland.
Go back up to the top.
I don't know what the frames per second rate is on this, but I was a kid. We used to ride a lot in New York City. We go to like the American Freestyle Association contests in like Jersey and in New York, and they even had them in Madison Square Garden. But they were like choreographed 3 or 5 minute runs.
The
X Games 20.
he made support. There was a couple times where I was like, "Oh, it's not going to work," and it kept on going. So I'm curious to see when he gets it. Ooh,
I remember these guys. Some of these guys are getting old. They're in their 40s and stuff.
but I'm curious when
They're awesome.
when you get to see what it's going to look like compared to that first one where he almost had it.
That's Uchino.
Yeah.
He does those like
the point right now where we haven't
wheelies, like his bike is crashing and he's in his like backpacker, like
so difficult so far that like it's just back to back of guys
upside down runs, like,
we haven't seen one
and then you
full attempt yet. So
there's these just fluid carving wheelies
halfway there too. So
into these tight spirals and stuff. Like
there might be some strategy.
each of them have these different styles.
If
And Moto,
keep on trying these super complicated tricks.
I don't know. No one's hitting anything.
Get something on the board.
It is the final.
If that's going to be going through their mind though. These guys want to do their best stuff.
I'm gonna say I haven't seen
Here we go.
one of them look up at the timing clock yet.
Well, this is the first time that Uchi's made it past this point right now. So this could be the turn of the tide, get the momentum for everybody. It's the energy that they all feed off of.
No, he swings that one around to the pedals. No, now we're at 3 minutes.
And nobody's hit a link sequence yet. He was really consistent in the prelims and the semis, but he wasn't doing this.
It's insane. But like you see right there, where like it almost looked like the bike was going to loop out, and he was able to see it.
He was a little more control on this attack.
Yeah, definitely, especially in this section of the link.
Generating speed and the rotation.
He's gonna spiral in.
Using that right leg. Oh, he just tapped it.
Nobody's
It's
hit a leg.
Well,
Well,
it becomes critical because we're on 2.5. And to your point, there you go for Moto Sasaki. That
should
was
tie it.
clutch.
This could be a clutch performance right here.
And to your point, with everyone having step offs, this is coming down to the wire here.
Here we go.
So,
Can
Bar
he
is
finish this one off?
dragging the stage, cross-footed on the front tire, holding onto that seat with the left hand.
And
Gets
he's
it back,
got
and
it.
it's a huge run for Moto.
So we got one on the board.
Under 2 minutes. You want to talk about a clutch performance? Moto Sasaki
Nice
delivered
finishing.
right there. We go back up to the top. Yohei Uchino.
Hey, hit the
But
leg.
that's what it takes. That energy.
That's
It
where he
takes
crashed
one
the
rider
first
to do
time.
it. And these guys are going to feed off of it. Watch. It is absolutely contagious in BMX.
Yo.
You're gonna get this one wrap. Keeps it going. See what I mean? So Uchi's in the books with 1:15.
So he's got to hit this.
You can right? He said everyone starts feeding up the energy.
Now you've got to do it. Who's got to bottle up that energy and
Go.
put it into his link.
60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Same
Who's got to
sequence.
give?
And look at how it's drawn. Oh,
Get one
Oh.
more. Are the
I
other
think
two
they're going to let him go.
I think they're gonna go. So both
Yeah.
Uchi have waved it off. They're gonna let you take the timeout and try to make this one happen.
How cool is that? Any other sport out there, you know, other
You're not a chalkboard. You're a man.
trying to take my medal from me. You know, it's so crazy to think about.
He's still got 31 seconds. I don't see either one of them jumping up to take another link. So
I love BMX.
yeah,
Absolutely love
Just-
BMX.
everyone's cheering him on. Everyone's pounding their hands on the stage. He's got 19 seconds. It's locked in.
10 seconds left, too.
Come on, you got to Gary with this beat. The one. No.
Oh.
Quick. Oh, no. He said one more? He said one more. He's doing one more anyway, even if it doesn't count,
Yeah.
even if they don't let this one count. This one's for everybody here in the building.
They could turn the lights off. He would still.
Yeah.
Well, they can't turn the lights off. They got
Sheldon, so he gets a bronze.
So it looks like he's got this one. He's not spent it for him. So you can see that.
Come on,
He's able to get this one.
Oh, see,
Oh my goodness.
whether it counts or not, that one was for the fans here in the Kyocera Dome.
What she means? Yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna get the top spot.
Wow, they dominated Flatland.
Bodo getting theirs done in sub 2 minutes and then deciding with the final 60 seconds when you had to step out, like, you know what, take it. The final minute is all yours, my friend.
Epic.
A couple of 40-year-olds and a 20-year-old doing battle here in the BMX Flatland final bracket.
Oh, that was so much fun to watch. The energy was unreal at the end there when everything came together. Wow, Uchi to be able to get that run right after Moto did his and he do it perfect as well. That was like the cleanest one of the day. He's got to be so proud of that.
And when it came down to it in the final minute, the other two took a seat and gave the stage to you, Katagiri. And whether it counted or not, that one was all for redemption. I mean, to me, he looked up. There was still 2 seconds on the clock when he wrote in that. If he wouldn't have looked up and just pedaled into it, there'd be no gray area there. But we'll see. We'll see.
You are right.
When in doubt, pedal out, Scotty.
There we
And it's
go.
gonna be Uchi's gonna take the gold. Yohei Uchino. His 2 prior appearances.
Wow.
Points finishes, and now he's going to take home his first ever X Games medal, and it's going to be a gold. Moto Sasaki with his second flatland medal. He got a bronze in 2022. He's got a silver here in 2025. And you, Katagiri, He got a gold in 2023, and now he's got a bronze here in 2025. 42, 40, and 20, the ages of your medalists here in this bracket. This was insane, Scotty. And it came down to the last 2 minutes, literally.
Yeah, just think about that. Nothing was getting pulled until the end right there. And I knew it. It just took one just to get that energy flowing, and they were going to
Wow.
feed off of
Dude's
that and make
43.
this a real competition.
9 riders came in, and it was a nonstop battle from start to finish. And when it all came down to that final bracket, the one guy in the final 3 that has never had an X Games medal, he just happens to walk out of the Kyocera Dome with an X Games gold around his neck. It's Yohei Uchino, your winner, Flatland in Osaka.
Wow. All right. That's good.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a more dramatic finish to that.
Wow.
Oh, that was
Everyone
so
just
cool.
trying to put the hard stuff together, and time was just ticking down and down and down. And we were sub 2 minutes when they finally started to put runs together.
It was just so cool to watch, and that's like the kind of scenarios where it plays out like so epic, right? The crowd is surrounding there, waiting for somebody to be able to get their dream link, and it takes that one, and then you're sitting there, everybody's rooting for it, not just the fans, not just the actual rider itself, but the riders they are riding against. They want to see them land their best stuff, man, and that's just BMX across the board, and that's my favorite part about my sport.
Wow.
I absolutely love it, and so proud to be a BMX
Older
rider.
guys.
And again, to what I said earlier, that is a full Japanese sweep of the podium here in Flatland in Osaka.
So please
It's
welcome.
been done before. We've had a Japanese sweep of the podium in skate as well as snowboard. But what a night for these 3. And again, with the emotion that you saw, I mean, the look on Moto's face when his name was called, that he was the top guy out of his semifinal heat to go into that final bracket.
Yeah, that was so epic. It really was. That played out so well, and to see him being able to stand up on the podium in a second, like, man, he's got to be thinking like, this is just the coolest feeling.
But you got a guy here, Yuka Taguri, came in 2023. He was a rookie, walked out of here with a gold medal. 18 years old, 2 years ago, in 2023, walked out of here with a gold. Okay, we didn't contest Flatland in Japan last year, and then he walked out with a bronze. So that's 2 medals and 2 attempts for him. Moto Sasaki, this is his 2nd medal in 3 appearances. 2022, he got a bronze. 2023, had to settle for 7th, and now he is going to claim the silver. He also runs a Flatland school in Chiba. And the oldest guy in the group of the final 3 at 42 years young. 2012 BMX Rider of the Year, Nora Cup Award. His 3rd X Games appearance. Had to settle for 8th place both of those times, and his first ever X Games medal is going to be the gold one. Yohei Uchino.
Huge congrats! うちの傭兵 here in Osaka さあ大阪でこのポディウムの上そしてポディウムの一番上に立ったこの気持ちをぜひ教えてください You are top of the podium in Osaka. How you feel?
いや、X ゲームは3回目の挑戦で2回とも1回戦で負けてて、今回は関西って決まった瞬間にそういうことかと思いました。勝ちました。
So, any message for the members here on the floor? このプランナーと一緒に戦った仲間にもぜひメッセージお願いします。
いや、元は怪我で今日来てて、1回戦とか全然練習も今日ついてできなかったんで、1回戦は僕が決めたら、あとは全部元に譲ろうっていう気持ちで1回決めて全部譲りました。で、ユウはいつも練習してるし、めちゃくちゃうまいんですけど、2人とも全力でいこうということで、 まあ全力でいって決めたやつが勝つみたいな。決勝は本当そんな勝負でした。
So a lot of like feelings for their friends on the floor. ありがとうございます。それでは改めてゴールドメダル獲得となりました。内野洋平に大きな拍手をお願いします。
どうもありがとう。
Big round of
あ
applause.
りがとう。
The champion of the BMX Flatland Final. おめでとうございました。
リクに続きました。次は白井空です。みんな応援行きましょう。
最高のレザルトとなりました。今一度メダリストに大きな拍手をお願いします。
Once again.
Just an X Games gold medalist. He's a very talented man, a restaurant owner, a bar owner, a skate park owner as well. And now he is also an X Games gold medalist.
Wow. Nice.